There we go. I'm back. It's your girl, Judy, aka the Black Vegan Queen. Welcome back to Judy's Natural Balance channel. Hey, what's up to my old subscribers and what's up to the new subscribers? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Judy's Natural Balance. If you're new, what I'd like for you to do is just watch the video, and I'm hoping that you will enjoy and what it is. I hope that I'm giving you, or this is what you like or are interested in. So I'd like for you to watch. I also would like for you to subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell. And that bell means that you're going to get all the notifications. Be the first to get the notifications when I upload and when I go live. I really would appreciate it. Also like for you to like the video and comment. When you leave your comment, let those comments be positive comments because it's positive over here. I'd like for you, if you don't mind, to say congratulations for me being a new content creator. It's really been a rough road for me. Not only that, I'd like for you to share. Now, I know you're going to be talking about me to your friends, like Judy over there at Judy's Natural Balance. Girl, you better go on over there. So I'd like for you to, share with your friends, but your mother and father as well, and your sister and brother, and your aunt, your uncle, your niece, your nephew, your co-workers, your neighbors, let them know. Judy's Natural Balance is over here just waiting for some new subscribers. All right. So, looking at the title, today on Mondays, new subscribers, Mondays is Reset Monday. So welcome back, guys, to Reset Monday. And looking at the title, we're going to be talking about depression. All right, depression. Now, you don't know this, but I had to erase the first part of this video and come back and redo this video because my record button right here was not like recording. And I couldn't understand what the problem was. But I think it was because of my internet. And that's what it was, because I didn't see anything up there. I didn't see anything down there so I could see, my how long did I had my battery, I'm trying to say. Excuse me. My mouth is kind of loud today. So excuse me, guys. So today, again, we're going to be talking about depression. Now, on Reset Mondays, I'm going to tell my new subscribers about Reset Monday. So, Reset Monday is normally, we're going to be talking about just trying to stay balanced. Our work week. So, in the previous Reset Mondays, we were talking about balance. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think that I have uploaded not one Reset Monday video because that's how behind I am. And that's how a lot this content creating is. And I've just been I've been having a lot of editing problems. So, and YouTube, I don't know what's up with YouTube. But anyway, that's the problem. So, on one of my videos, I was explaining that in order to stay balanced, weekly balance, does anybody have like weekly plans? That's what we've been talking about, weekly plans. In the weekly plans, you're going to be planning out. Do you keep it on an Excel on your computer? Do you have a daily planner, a physical daily planner? Like, for instance, I have plenty of them. I have like 3-4 of them. Like planners like these. I have so many planners. I even get planners from the Dollar Tree, in case you guys like these here. I get these from like the Dollar Tree. That's 2024. That's I didn't even know I had those in there. Oh, I'm keeping those in there. I didn't even know that. So I'm glad I looked in there. And so, yeah, different kinds of. So anyway, that's how I do mine. I don't know how you guys do yours, but that's how I do mine. So I'm going to try to keep this 30 minutes because I look back on my previous videos. Boy, my videos are long. So anywho, we're going to try to keep this down. And I'm going to try to speak louder because some reason, I don't know, the mic, when I do high, I don't know. So let me get back to where I'm at. And that's another thing you'll find out. I kind of like, ooh, kind of. So These are notes that you might want to write down, new subscribers. Number one, when you're preparing for your weekly planning, you want to start with prayer. You want to start with prayer and building a relationship with God. You want to talk to God about what your week's going to look like. You're going to ask him to give you that strength, get that focus, get that balance that you're going to need to get through the week. So that's what you're going to talk to God about. And that's why it's important you talk to him, because in order to maintain the weekly, your weekly goals of taking the children to school, whether you work in corporate America or at home, you have weekly goals, and you need to maintain, and you need to have the right mindset to be able to obtain this, to fulfill the needs and the goals of your weekly planning. I'm trying to say, I don't know why today my mouth is like, blah, 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 but it is. Okay. So number one is prayer. And then number two is meditation. And like I said, to meditate, I always said, I focus on the word peace. And I think people maybe do meditation differently, but that's what I do. And I said the little crisscross applesauce thing. You know how you cross your legs when you're doing yoga. It's basically that. But me being a teacher, that's what I used to teach my preschoolers. That's what they do in preschool. We speak that language. So that's number two is meditation. You want to meditate. You want to meditate and declutter your mind. You want to be preparing yourself to be balanced and focused during the week, starting off your Reset Monday. Then you want to come up with some affirmations. I have affirmations. You want to speak your affirmations into existence. I can share some affirmations because I'm going to be coming up with a lot of things that deal with my brand, with balancing. I also have another company that I will be connecting this to as well. So yeah, so that's it. So we got prayer, meditation. You're going to have affirmations. Now, in order to have this, you're going to ask God to also, you're going to have to command your day, meaning you're going to have to take control of your day. In order to do that, what you're going to have a positive attitude. So when you're praying, you're asking God, help me with this positive attitude so that I can make sure that I control my day with positive energy. Fill me up with positive energy so that my day can be positive, so that I can attract, because we know the law of attraction is what you think. So if I think positive, if I speak positive, if I behave positive, everything coming through to me that day I come in contact, whether I work in corporate America or at home, I'm going to have a great day, and everything that comes to me will be positive. So we have to have this time early in the morning with God before anybody gets up in the morning. And that's how you can maintain balance, stay focused, and just have a great attitude, and just, be grateful. We don't be grateful enough, and I am guilty of that because I am truly highly favored and very blessed, and I need to act more grateful, behave more grateful, act grateful. And I've been working and praying to him and asking me about that. Because when you go up against a lot of warfare, you kind of get distracted. You get angry. You go through what you go through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what's going to help with your weekly planning. And then you're going to begin your weekly planning. So when you do all of these things, have your affirmations, when your prayer and all of that, now you can prepare to schedule your weekly plans for the week. Okay? So I'm catching up on with you guys, you new subscribers. This is what we're doing. So if you write those things down, prayer, meditation, affirmations, and then go ahead on and plan out your weekly plan and stay focused and stay balanced. Your attitude is very, very important. Your mindset, you have to pray. Prayer is so important. It is so important. It really does help make your day. And the more I'm tuning myself into it, it really does help. It really does. Now, so I know that the world today is dealing, and a lot of moms, single moms, and I'd like for you guys to share this video with every single mom or married woman that you know that is going through depression. Now, here's the question of the day is, what does depression look like? Does depression look different for everybody? I don't know. So, depression to some people could look like loss of interest. And I had pulled up some things like loss of interest and pleasure in activities. You don't want to do anything anymore. All you want to do is just lay down and stay in the house. Oh, and another thing. I love light, and I have a lot of great natural light here in my home. And a lot of people that become depressed don't like light. So they keep the blinds dark. That could be a sign of depression as well. Again, loss of interest of activities, things you like to do, like go to the movies, go to the park, go out, shop. You don't want to do those things. You want to just stay in the house, seclude yourself from everybody. It's a sign of depression, they say. And it's possibly. You feeling guilty, you're feeling worthless, you're feeling inadequate. You just don't feel good about yourself. You don't love yourself. You don't have that motivation, like I can do all things through Christ Jesus that strengthens me attitude. You don't have that anymore. Those are signs of depression. Now, I'm going to tell a story about me as a child growing up. When it comes to depression, I never seen it. I never knew what it looked like. And I'm sure depression has been around for years and years. But if you know, like I know, comment below. A lot of things that used to be, that in your past, a lot of you grew up like I grew up and experienced the same thing. You didn't know what depression was in your home. So if you're one of those people who didn't know what depression was, you didn't know what anxiety was, you didn't know what your mother and all of them like crying, comment below if you're one of those. And it doesn't matter whether you're a baby boomer, if you're a millennial, if you're a Gen Z, it doesn't matter. If you never knew what it looked like, or to you it's just foreign. And to me it is, because I never seen my mother sit around crying, or my aunt or my grandmother, or just women period around me. Everybody were entrepreneurs. They were hairstylists. They were daycare providers. They owned their own daycares. And most of their daycares was not through no job and family service department. Here we call it job and family services. Back in the day, we just said welfare. Just a welfare, period. And yeah, I grew up a lot around business owners. And it's in my blood to be a business owner. So, it's just in my blood. But again, I never seen my mom or any of them depressed. Now, what I will say is this, which is another topic, menopause. We could talk about that. Now, when my mom was going through menopause, we knew it. Okay, we knew when old Nell, her name was Nell, when she went through menopause, honey, we knew when she went through menopause. Okay, she let us know. My daddy, my brother, and I, we knew, because I just had one sibling. It was just 2 children and my mom and dad. We knew when old girl, when I tell you she cut up through menopause. Now that's a good one we could talk about. Menopause. Some of you that are going through menopause that are older, and then some of you that are millennials, the older millennials that are going, because I was in my 40s. I think Was I in my 40s? Yeah, I was in my mid 40s when my menopause started, and I stopped early because I started my menstrual when I actually was 8 years old when I started my menstrual. Yeah. So I was young, and my mother really had to sit down, and I had to really comprehend what a menstrual cycle was. And was it hard for me? No, it really wasn't. It was kind of interesting. But we'll get on to that. But let me get back to depression. But again, I grew up, I never seen any depression. I never seen my mother sitting around crying about, oh, this and that. Now, I don't know if it's because when I grew up around a lot of children, and most of us had dads in the home. We had married moms that had dads. I had a few friends that had single moms, and yeah, but most of my friends, my cousins, and them, we all had fathers that were married, legally married to our mothers. So maybe because financially they wasn't burdened down, and so they wasn't depressed. My mama stayed happy. My daddy, he stayed petting and smacking that booty, okay? Yes, he did. John was my dad's name. One of my favorite content creators, her husband's name John, and I love watching when he comes into in some of her videos. I just love when they go like shopping together. Like, he's so cool, calm, and collective like my dad. And I just like, her name is, you want to go to her channel. Her name is Simply Eugenia. She's a Dominican. And she is just, her and her husband, I just love them. And they have 2 boys and a girl. She's a cleaning channel, and I just love her. And I put her on when I don't feel like cleaning. I will put her on and watch her. But yeah, so so maybe that could be that women back then, but I'm sure women back in those days had depression. But I think they say that back in the day, you kept everything swept under the rug. And I do believe that now as I've gotten older. I believe that families kept a lot of secrets. No one spoke. And especially, I'm going to tell you one thing I know that they kept secret was verbal, mental, and sexual abuse. And when sexual abuse, rape, incest, all of those things were kept under the rug. And I really believe that now, because I found out some things from friends and cousins that I found out some things went on in their home that I never was like, wow. And I just really thank God. I speak to him and I thank him for my mother, my father, my grandmother. I thank him for my tribe that raised me, my village that raised me, and the village and environment that I was raised on until I got a certain age, okay? And then we start, but I'm just still grateful. Yeah, I'm grateful. I always had a great village that helped raise me, and I'm grateful for that. And times has really changed because the village has changed. But I'm going to tell you what it is. It's not the children. It's the village, the type of people, their mindsets now. So depression, what does it look like to you guys? So if any of you are dealing with depression, I need you to comment below and says, I am. Then I want you to tell me what your depression looks like. What is it that you go through that you know that you're depressed? And also, if you're seeking help and getting therapy, put that in there and say, I'm in therapy now. But I want to know what your depression looks like. I want to know. Now, I wondered last week, was I depressed? I didn't want to do anything last week. I think mine's is, I'm getting frustrated with content creating because I don't know. Like, I'm looking like today, my lighting is super. Like, my lighting is super, super, super. And I really, really love it. Yeah, I love my lighting. And I said I was going to be authentic about everything, which I am. Even my background. Now, my background, I don't know, y'all. I'm going to have to, like, do some new background, because my background I'm not liking for my office, because I have in my office I have the flat screen TV, and I don't want that in back of me. And right now it's in back of me, and I don't want a flat screen TV in back of me. Okay, so I'm gonna have to change that. I'm gonna have to get that new background look. Okay, but yeah. So comment below. Depression is a lot. What are solutions to depression? A lot of people, mainly I know, get therapy. Me personally, therapy. For me, I'm just saying, for me, I'm not into therapy. My therapy is prayer with God and spending time with God. Why? Because he's the one created me. He knows me better than anyone. He knows me better than a therapist. And again, I'm not saying not go to therapy. You do what you want to do. I'm saying for me, I just believe in prayer, because God can heal all things. He has, we have our stuff from the angels that does healing of depression, all healing. And I just believe in the spiritual way of being healed for me. But there is a online, and now what's great about therapy is that you don't have to really go into the office anymore. And because some people be now see how I know this, because again, in my previous videos, when in my first video of introducing myself, a couple of my videos from day one, my intro of being a new content creator, I stated that I worked the last 6 years with low income people that deal with depression, homelessness, food stamps, welfare, all of that, because I like serving the community, the low income community, the poor people. I love helping. I forgot what I was going to say. So, so going to therapy, I've spoken with a lot of them that gets therapy. They don't like going into therapy. Why? Because people they see, and they don't want people to know that they're in therapy. It's embarrassing for some people. But I will say this: never be embarrassed about depression. Never be embarrassed about what's happening to you, because it's your business and only your business. And who cares? Like, literally, we have to stop worrying about what other people think. And I have been guilty of that, because and it's not because I've been embarrassed of anything that has happened bad in my life. It's just that's just how I was. And now, the age that I am now, and where I'm at mentally and especially spiritually, I could care less what anybody say about me. I could care less what they think about me. I could care less. And that's why I knew that I could be on this platform, because I follow a lot of content creators, and they talk about, the main one is in that stays in the blogs is Peach McIntyre. Like, it is so disgusting that this is how I know that this woman got favor on her. She got so much favor, and these idiots don't realize they're putting their mouth on this woman. Y'all don't know this woman got favor on her. No matter what gambling problem she has, she ain't the only one got a gambling problem. She just chose to expose it. Let everybody know. Why not? Because when you go before God and repent, you're going to have to tell him about it. You're going to expose it to him. He already know you got one. Nobody else. You keep it a secret. You keep your business to yourself. It's okay. She just choose, because she's a content creator and she is public. She just decided to share she had a gambling problem. But what's so funny, she has a gambling problem, but has a gambling channel that these gambling people who now probably dogging her out, just dogging her out, belittling her, are the main ones that was on that gambling problem, because they had a problem too. And they had behind theirs, but she's exposing hers. And I know she's already done took it to God. God already knows. And he's healing her, because she's not been gambling for over 90 some days now. I think it's maybe today might be 95 days or something. But she's doing good. God is working in her favor while everyone's putting their mouth on her. But we're going to talk about that another time, because I have that's some tea that's going to be on Wednesday. Wednesday is tea day. But anywho, I forgot what we were talking about, depression. But yeah, so yeah, depression looks different on everybody. And the people that I dealt with didn't want to go into the office all the time. So now we have a new thing, and it's so funny because I've been sitting on an idea for over 10 years now, and now it's come into fruition through somebody else. And when I say somebody else, the others done came up with the idea down. And that's my fault for sitting on it. And it's now you can have online therapy. And one of the newest online therapy that I know is called BetterHelp. And I knew that through Peyton Charles, who was doing a sponsorship for them. And Lily, Life of Lily, she did a sponsorship because she actually seeks therapy through BetterHelp. She has shared her sessions with us on her videos several times. I don't know if she's still getting therapy, which I hope she is, because she really needed. And not throwing shade, but I'm just keeping it real. Yeah, so you can do online therapy now. So I don't know how BetterHelp works. I don't know how much it is. I don't know if they take insurance or you pay cash, but if that's an option for you, if any of you are not getting therapy, that's the thing that you could do now, is get you some therapy. So again, I'd like for you to comment, like, share. And I'd like for you to share with a lot of my single moms. So if you know any young single mom, I don't care whatever her status is or income status, even if she is a content creator on here, because I'm new and I'm not a lot. I'm in a small apartment now. My granddaughter's moved out and it's just me. And my apartment is very small and I keep it clean. I don't even sit in my living room. So my living room don't even get dirty. To tell you the truth, I don't even sit in my dining room. So my dining room is all dolled up with you know how your plates and your napkins, it stays like that all the time. I don't even have to do that. I go and eat in my room, and I have a tray that I eat on in my room. Wipe that out, and that's what I eat on. So my house is dirty. The most cluttered is my office that I'm in now. And my desk right now is cluttered. And some around me is cluttered. And I have my TV behind me. And a lot of junk that's back there too behind me. And yeah. And that's why I was saying, am I getting depressed? Because last week it was like, I didn't do nothing. Like, I didn't even do, Thursdays is cleaning day. Okay. And that's what I was going to make for a video on Thursdays, my channel, and clean out my refrigerator. I still might do that, but I don't know. I think that I'm not going to do it because I don't really have content a lot. But I could show a little bit and do a short of cleaning and then leave it at that. Because I had already said my bedroom was off limits. I'm never going to show anybody me cleaning my bedroom. That is for me and my man. Whenever I get one, honey, that's private. I'm not showing the world my bedroom. No, to each his own, but not Judy. Okay, so yeah, so I hope you guys liked what we were talking about today, new subscribers and my old subscribers. I liked what we talking about today, depression. We are going to stay balanced this week. I want everybody to have a great reset Monday and a great week. And then I'd like for you to have a wonderful winning Wednesday. So Wednesdays is going to be winning Wednesday. And I will be coming back on Wednesdays with videos as well. So every week, like a Monday and a Wednesday, all of this will be up on the following week. So I'm going to upload this video up on the, what is it? I think the 7th or the 6th or whatever of April. And then Wednesday will be that following Wednesday. And then again, I said on Wednesdays, I'm going to be doing, did I talk in circles? My nose getting stuffy. On Wednesdays, I'm going to be doing Winning Wednesday. We're going to be Winning Wednesday. Winning Wednesday, we're going to be talking about some tea. I'm going to be throwing in how we're going to win for the week. How our week is rebuttal from Monday, basically. But we also gonna be doing some tea. We're gonna have some tea. So it's Winning Wednesday with tea. Okay? And that's what it's gonna be named. Winning Wednesday with tea. And the tea that we're gonna have is we're gonna see how your week been going. But we also gonna be talking about some content creators. We're gonna be talking about this, content creators, because there's some people that I need to check, and I'm gonna be checking them. Because I don't like what they're saying in it's what the kids say in the streets. I don't like what they're saying in the streets. Okay, and I don't. And when I have something to say, and the spirit tell me that I need to say it, I'm gonna say it. But I'm gonna say mass in a lady, professional way, because that's the type of girl I am. I'm balanced. I'm focused. I'm on there. I'm with it. Okay. But we gotta talk about some of these content creators, because I want to know what content creating really is. And for me, what they doing is not content creator, but creating. But YouTube let you know, whenever it comes to bashing the black woman, it seems like every platform is for it. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. They be for it. But see, I'm not for it. I'm not on that. I'm up on lifting and encouraging my black woman, my black sister, my sister. And that means, and especially my young Gen Zs, they really need the motivation to be uplifted, because, and especially if they're young single moms and have like 3 and 4, 5 kids. Yes, that's why I'm saying bring them on over here. If you know them, send them on over here to Judy Naturals Balance, so I can give them a few tips on how to get balanced, how to stay focused and insane while taking care of your children and loving them at the same time. Yeah. So guys, I'm going to end this because I don't know how long, because I was supposed to be like trying to figure this out, how long I was going to be, because I said I wasn't going to do but like 30, 35, because like I look back at all the other videos and I was like an hour, honey, talking, but I'm not going to be today. So again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your mother, your sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle, your niece, your nephew, your neighbors, your friends, your coworkers. Tell them about Judy's Natural Balance. And guess what, guys? I hope that you have a great Reset Monday. And I also hope the rest of your week is great. And I will see you on Wednesday, Winning Wednesday with tea. Okay, until next time. Have a great weekend. And remember this, to always keep loving your heart, okay? And peace. And always treat people with kindness. Bye. I'll see you.